I've been lonely, I've been cheated, and I've been misunderstood. I've been washed up, I've been put down, told I'm no good. But with you I belong, 'cause you help me be strong. There's a change in my life since you came along.
Mitch Matthews, BigDreamGathering.com. I am glad you are watching, and I am glad to be here today. I actually get to interview a friend, but I'm also a big fan of this guy and what he's doing and his talents and giftings and everything. So without further ado, I've got John Cheatem, who we're going to talk with him about his amazing talent, which he probably won't tell you about because he's wildly humble, but also his big dream of being able to walk out his skills and talents as a musician. But as you'll hear his story, you're going to hear a lot more about the fact that it's not just about his dream, it's about how many people he can kind of take along with him so that they can walk out their dreams, whether it's in music or in other areas. So I think you're going to really enjoy his story. The more I hear about it, the more I enjoy it. So John, thank you for being a part of this. So when we talk with people about their big dreams, one of the things that we do is just ask you to describe it. So how about that? So when you think about your own big dream, and you've been walking this out for a while now, and you're on a progression, right. It's a journey, right? But how would you describe kind of this big dream of music?
My big dream actually is, it's not necessarily as big as what you would think of, like, I want to be a singer, so you think of like a bunch of lights and all that kind of stuff. It's honestly, I mean, cause my music is Christian, and it's Christian based, and it's based, like, I love it when people come up to me and say, your music did this for me, or, you know, my husband's, you know, the first time that he came to church, you were singing, and, you know, now he's coming, you know, not that I'm, you know, well, I mean, I appreciate being a vessel, you know, that God uses to bring anybody in, but that's, like, my biggest thing is, to just, like, that's when I'm my happiest, is like when I'm singing for God to somebody, and just like, and it's just changing them. Like, I've seen people, like, I've been up singing before and lock eyes with, because that's like one of my very most important things. Like, I love locking eyes with people while I'm singing, because you can literally see, like, God working in them, like, and they're just, you know,
they're in it,
and there's a total difference between, like, you know, like, the person, like, looking at the person, and you know, and I can tell the difference between that and, you know, God's working on this person, it's changing some things, and you know, and that's, I don't know, for me, I've never felt anything greater.
Yeah.
Like, I've never felt any better, like, I'm doing a good job.
The Lord has promised good to me. His will my hope secures. He will my shield and portion be, as long as life endures.
And just knowing that God uses an imperfect person like me to do something so cool, that's what I love about it. That's like, you know, and all that. My big dream is to like touch people. Like, I just love it.
Oh, my Savior God, to thee, how great thou art, how great thou art.
When we talk with people about their big dreams, we ask them a little bit about what they have in place, what they still need. What are a few things that you have in place? When you think about this big dream, what are a few things that you have in place?
Right now, everything, I have pretty much what, one of the big things is kind of what's available to everybody. You have the internet, you have YouTube, Facebook, you know, different things like that. You can have your website, those different kind of things to get the word out. My music is on iTunes, so that's a cool thing. that's kind of what I have in place. I got my sister, she's helping me out with more of the business side of things. I know Emily Carver, she's helping me with the photography. She actually did all the photography on the album, and I think it looks great. I think her family bought the album just because of the photography.
And that's not a bad thing.
Oh, there you go.
So, what are some things that you still need? I know you got some things coming up with your concert coming up and those types of things. But what are some things, when you think about it, what are some things that you're in need of? In this next season, in these next few months, or a little bit further out?
But really, in that regard, what I would, just kind of like a team of people that are like willing to like help along with. I mean, that's really what I see this thing as, is a team effort. Like people that believe in what I do, and that love God most definitely, and have a pure heart for their talent as it would link up to mine, and that's pretty much what it is. Because I believe, this can be done. It doesn't have to be the same way that everybody else
Thank you for taking the time to talk with us, and as we'll try to feature some of John's music as well. But if you haven't heard John sing, Google him, find him on the web, but also come to this concert on May 7th, as you can. If you're in the area, if you're in the Des Moines area, come to it. If you're not, fly in for it. I guarantee you it'll be worth it. And you'll also be able to say, I was at one of those first concerts, when he's global. So for everybody watching, I hope this has been encouragement, because I think John's probably the first one to say that it's not about him. It's about all of us being in this together. And my hope is that as you hear John's story, hear his passion, hear his approach, that will inspire you to think about what are some of your big dreams. And maybe you're just thinking about them right now, and that's okay, but maybe it'll inspire you to take a step or two towards them. Or maybe you're in the middle of it right now, but you're a little tired, and or a little worn out and wondering if it's worth it. And to hear John's story as one more example of somebody who's walking out their big dream, my hope is that it'll encourage you to stay at it, stay with it. And also remember, you're not in this alone, and we're not supposed to be in this alone. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for connecting with us here at BigDreamGathering.com. And we hope to see you at a gathering soon. And we hope to see you at one of John's concerts. If it isn't May 7th, it'll be at one of his global arena concerts coming to an arena near you soon. So thanks, John.
All right.
Keep dreaming big, buddy. All right.
Unending love.